This week, the Tackle Box is brought to you by Cabela's, America's foremost outfitters. This week in the Tackle Box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing today up in Channel Islands. Now, we're fishing for rockfish, not rock cod like the old days when you fish really deep. California, you can't go over 320 feet, so you can get away with lighter gear, and that's what I have here. This is a brand new Shakespeare Dan Hernandez signature rod, rated 40 to 50 pound test line, matched up with the Penn Torque 300 with 40 pound test line monofilament. If you wanted to use braid, you could go ahead and put 80, 100 pound braid on there. Would work great. It's nice thin line, get your lures down there really quick. But I would put a little bit of monofilament on top of it because you want a little bit of stretch when the fish are pulling. That's the rod and reel that you want to use. Now, as far as catching the fish, the rig you're going to use, you can go ahead and use a 2-hook rig with either live bait or cut bait, but my favorite way, and I think you get bigger fish, is using artificial jigs. I like to use the Magic Metals. You can go with the 10-ounce model jig. I like to go with the glow-in-the-dark, go either the red or the blue glow-in-the-dark. They both work great down that deeper water. And then I'd like to use a bucktail too at the same time. So I have the metal jig on the bottom and then the bucktail up in the dropper loop. So the way you tie this up really quick is you just take your dropper loop rig, put your bucktail in the center of it, and instead of putting a single hook there, we're going to put the bucktail, B52 bucktail, just slide that bucktail right through the loop. And before you cinch it down, you want to wet it. And then on the other end, go ahead and tie on the metal jig. And you can use any knot that you like. Now, this one that I'm rigging up here is a little close. If I was actually fishing with it, I'd have probably another foot of space in between the metal jig and the bucktail. Let's cut off this tag end right here. And this is the way it would look. You'd have your metal jig right on the bottom in the rocks, right off the structure where those big lingcod and the big rockfish live, and then dangling above it would be your B52 bucktail. And you just want that in the current. And again, we're using the bucktail because if you had a single hook, fish bites off that squid, bites off that anchovy, that hook's just dangling there, you're not going to get bit. But because of the bucktail, it's going to flow around down there in the water and it's going to attract fish. And the fish are going to come hit it. Again, I would pin on a strip of squid or strip of mackerel on there. That would work good because you need that on there. But this is a real basic gear, and once you get it to the bottom, you just want to wind it up a few cranks, drop it back down, wind it up, drop it back down. You want that jig to work on the bottom. As it looks like it's coming up trying to escape from the fish, the lingcod love that, and they'll just attack it and jump all over it. And you can catch reds, everything on this rig. Works out really good. Doesn't matter if you're fishing up in Central California, up in the Bay Area, or where we are today down here in Southern California or at the Channel Islands. This is a perfect outfit. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.